More music.
Oh my God.
Here goes.
Blazing across the airwaves right now. Get ready.
Now this is Freddie McGregor, and you're tuned in to the baddest rhythm of all time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is trying to change the world one track at a time.
Are we on the air?
Yes, you are. More music. More of the time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Don't understand what's going on here.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse, and tonight we are live. It is another episode in our Manfred Mann series. We are in 1979 and 1980. Davey Cretin's here. Rand Kelly is here. We want to keep this interactive. We're just trying to turn you on to stuff here in the warehouse. All right, Manfred Mann.
Crank it up and piss off the neighbors. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
All right, hold on. We got to put, okay. He's back. Ladies and gentlemen, what is that noise? Noise went away. Good Lord Almighty. Okay, well, we'll just go with it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is episode... Cretin, what episode is this, for God's sake? Third episode in our Manfred Mann's Earth Band... I'm going to have to mute Rand because I hear all this noise. Oh, my God. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the third episode of the Manfred Mann's Earth Band. This is probably the final episode based on how I'm feeling about this whole thing. So, we are in what are we in, Cretin?
1979.
1979, 1980. So, we're looking at two records. If you know how this show works, we're going to talk about these records. If you know these records, we do want to get your rating out of 10. If you don't know these records, we're just here to try to turn you on to things. So anyway, before we get started, let's see who's here in the chat. As always, Jim, nice to see you. Tia, oh my God. How did you let Tia come onto this show? Cretin, look at you. Tia's always on those Saturday, Sunday morning shows. I bless her heart. Is Rock here? Wait a minute. Rock, how are you? Nice to see you. Kathy, nice to see you. Let me see if Rand is noisy still. He's still noisy. I'm going to turn him off.
Maybe it's his headphones.
I don't know, Davey. I just don't know. Who else is here? Steven? Nice to see. Is Ken here? Wait a minute. Ken, nice to see you. Doc is here. All right. I'm not going to go through everybody or we'll never get this show started. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. We have 23 people, which is not it's not very good sign, but we'll go with it. Anyway, two records we're looking at tonight. We are looking at Angel Station, 1979, and we are looking at Chance from 1980. So, two studio albums by Manfred Mann's Earth Band. This kind of bridges that late progressive art rock phase from the 70s to a little bit more accessible synth tinge pop rock. Now, maybe you might not like that. Or maybe you might. If you're Yvonne, you love it. So they're definitely going into the 80s. So, but both feature Manfred Mann's distinct keyboards, and they're still doing the cover versions of the Bruce Springsteen tracks. But man, when I listen to these, there's solid musicianship. Even though we've had a lot of lineup shifts, it's fine. I don't know. When I listen to this, I think Angel Station's a little bit more cohesive and more atmospheric of the two, but you might think of something different. Anyway, I'm going to throw it over to Davey Cretin, ladies and gentlemen, to get his thoughts on Angel Station. Davey, what's your thoughts on this record?
Should I do all the background info now, or
Hey,
would you rather play the song first?
we can play the song first. Doesn't
Let's
matter to
play
me.
some music.
All right. Let's play a track. We do want to hear from you in the chat. Yay or nay on this. And wait a minute, Doc, let me remove that graphic. Good God, I can't see anything. Oh my God, I can't keep up with the chat. We're going to play Don't Kill It, Carol. Now, my wife, don't get offended. She would never kill anything. She possibly would kill me, but I don't think so. I hope not. Let's play it. We will circle back around. All right, here we go.
This wild rose that I hold in my hand, it's the strangest thing I've seen. One bud only just started to show when the leaves of the night is green. It's had its share of the rain. It needs some feeling to light.
Are we echoing? Well, we didn't have echo cancellation on.
And it could die. when the leaves of the lights are green. It's had its share of the rain. It needs some feeling to light its fiery flame again. One cool light and it could die.
Oh, there you go, kids. We do have some scores already. So echo cancellation. Let's bring Rand. I don't know what Rand's doing. He's rubbing his hands together, but let's unmute Rand, even though we have interference from outer space.
I was doing 9.
You're very distorted, Rand. You're very distorted.
All right. Let me try to take the mic out, see what we can do. Is that better?
No, you're very distorted.
I don't know why I'm distorted. It shouldn't be. I don't know how
All
to
right.
not be distorted.
Well,
It's almost like he's using a vocoder.
Hang on.
I think that he might be. All right. Two
is
wired
this better?
nuts is coming up the 7 point. No, you sound terrible.
Don't kill
All right.
it. friends.
Let's mute Rand. We'll go over to Cretin and get his thoughts on this. Davey, just do what you do. Give us some insight, and I want your rating out of 10. Blah blah blah. You know how we do it.
Okay. This is the 9th album from Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Came out March 9th, 1979. A lot of nines there. Was recorded August 78 to January 79. Released on Bronze Records in the UK, Warner Brothers in the USA. Recorded at the Workhouse in London and Noel Redding's house in Ireland.
Wait, whoa. This really was recorded at Noel's house?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Noel Redding's house, Clonakilty, County Cork, Ireland. Produced
Yeah, that's
by-
fantastic.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact. Produced
Yeah.
by Anthony Moore and Manfred Mann. It's a little under 39 minutes long. LP number 9, right under 39 minutes. 9 tracks. So the number 9 keeps coming up a lot. You had 2 singles from this album. Don't Kill It, Carol was the second single, released June of 79. You Angel You, which we're playing next, was the first single released a month before the album, February of 79. It hit number 58 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart. This time, the Earth Band, some new members here. Chris Thompson just does vocals on certain songs because he had actually left Manfred Mann's Earth Band to form his own band called Night. Night released 2 albums in 1979 and 1980 that are very under the radar, did not sell at all, so he eventually came back to Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Steve Waller on guitars and vocals on this album. Manfred Mann, of course, on keyboards, on vocoder. You heard it there on Don't Kill It, Carol. Pat King on bass. He also does some photography for this record, the back cover. And Jeff, or Joff, however it's pronounced, Jeff Britton, will call him, on drums and alto sax. There's a little bit of saxophone on this record, and like Marlon, I don't think the sax fits in. Now, there is guest violin on one song, Waiting for the Rain, performed by Graham Prescott, and I like the violin on that song more than the sax on a different song. Also, you have Anthony Moore on guitar on this album and Jimmy O'Neill on rhythm guitar. Now, this record is definitely a little more keyboard based, less guitars on here. Like you said, they're moving through the new wave, new romantic era of the late 70s into the 80s. So the guitars are definitely less than on any other album so far. So for me, that's a bit of a minus. There was some nice guitar work at the end of Don't Kill a Carol. That lead guitar I really like there. I think, side one better than side two. Side two is good, but it's a little low key and mellow. Just to go through the charts really fast, Australia 22, Austria 6, on the Dutch charts number 19, Finland 10, in Germany number 4, the year-end chart in Germany number 8, so it did really well in Germany. Norway number 3, Sweden 6, UK 30, in US a big drop off, number 144. So it did not chart well in America. It was certified gold in Australia and gold in Germany. So those are my background facts. Now, the last album that we did, Watch, I really love that album. That was an album that was new to me. Most of it, I knew a couple of songs, but I thought that was a great record. If memory serves, I gave it a 9.5. This one I like. I just don't like it as much as the previous record, because there are
Okay.
less guitars. I just don't think the songs aren't as memorable. They're good. It's a little low key and mellow. I wish it rocked more and had more guitar power. Personally, I'm going to give it an 8. And I was
All right.
surprised to see such high scores for it.
Yeah, Davey, we've already had a 9. We have another 8. We have another 9, a 7, a 7, a 9, and an 8. So that's not too bad, I would say. I'm
It's
just
better than I
saying.
thought. What do
I
you
know.
think, since Rand isn't here now?
Well, we'll carry on. Wait a minute. Strike is coming in. Hold on. We got a 7.5. Now, kids, we're going to play another track. Before I talk about it, let's play another track off this record.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to play another track off of this record. But now, everybody, if you know this record, I do want your score, because really, all we're trying to do is turn people onto this or turn people off. I only want your scores if you know this record. You gave it an 8 point. Really, Steven? What did Wait a minute, kids. Wait a minute. We have to calm down real quick. Marlon! Oh my God, Marlon is here. Marlon, how are you? It's been a while.
He must have heard me call him.
Okay. Angel Station was a bit of a letdown from the albums before. Still good, though, 7.7. Okay. Marlon, we have missed you here in the warehouse. I hope you're doing okay. I am so glad you're here. Strike, I already got yours. Oh my God, I'm just tickled pink that Marlon's here. I know Marlon usually gives us crap, Cretin, but I soft spot for Marlon. Break out the sax. Greg, break out the saxophones. All right.
I mentioned that.
I'm going to give you the credit, Davey, because you must have brought him here.
I summoned Marlon.
Great. Yep. I love the track Angels at My Gate. We have 48 people watching.
Nice.
Anyway, I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you can at least give a like. If you haven't subscribed to the Warehouse, please subscribe. We're just trying to turn you on to stuff. And if you do know this record, all 48 people of you, give me a score. Get in the chat. That's what it's about. All right. We're going to play another track. We are going to play...
You ain't you.
Yeah, I have to scroll through all the REO Speedwagon tracks. Let me get rid of that. All right. We're going to play...
Since Rand isn't here, I will just say that Rand loves this song he mentioned to us right before we went on air.
Okay, cool. Let's play it. And again, let us know what you think about this track. That's what we're about here in the Warehouse, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. here we go. Screw it. I'm not bringing him back in. Ruin the whole show is what he's going to do. We can address that here in a minute. All right, kids. Marlon's weighed in. He said this is one of the weaker tracks. We also have Kathy weighing in, one of the best on the album. Cretin, what's your thoughts on this track? Because, well, you did pick it, but seems to be a lot of controversy behind this particular track.
It's very poppy. It's definitely a move towards pop, but it's very catchy, and I like it. And Manfred Mann's keyboards on that song are great.
Yeah. So there you go. We have another Greg. Wait a minute. Greg, didn't you already vote? I need you to vote on the whole record. Did you vote on the whole record, or are you voting on this track? And I love you, not in a gay way, but as a one man to another, I love you very much. But tell me, I just want to make sure we're getting the proper documentation here.
Well, Greg loves Carly Simon.
Well, we've seen that. Too poppy. Marlon says this is too poppy. Kathy, weigh in. Why is this too poppy for you? What Marlon says it's too poppy. Kathy, weigh in, please. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. No. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I know we've seen your posts. My bad. I just voted for this. Okay. Greg, did you already vote for the record? Anyway, let me give you, Cretin, seems to be a struggle that we're having today. Let me give you my thoughts on the record. Let me get my notes up. All right. Angel Station. All right. Davey did a fine job talking about this record. 9th studio album recorded with a transitional lineup. I don't have to go into it. But how do I look at this record? This record blends a lot of progressive art rock textures with more accessible hooks. So we're talking about, we're taking, I don't know if I've ever really considered Manfred Mann prog, but prog elements with more commercial aspects. So Manfred Mann's playing a lot of Moog synth work rather than overwhelm the material. It seems like almost Manfred Mann takes a little bit of a background, not on everything. But how do I really want to look at this? This is kind of tough. I don't want to sound overly critical. I think when you listen to this record on repeated listens, I think it takes more of a hold. The keyboard textures, the balance for covers and originals. If we're looking at the Manfred Mann Earth Band records in this later period, I'd say it's one of the stronger ones. Let me look at some tracks. Well, the opener, Don't Kill a Carol, we just heard. Very powerful, driving rocker. Strong Chris Thompson, Paul Waller vocals. The piano on that absolutely kills. And the keyboard flourishes. I think it really makes it a fantastic track. Very energetic. You, Angel You, which is a Bob Dylan cover. Do we need a Bob Dylan cover on here? I don't know.
They covered him a lot.
It's anthemic. Obviously, they know how to interpret Mr. Dylan. It's very polished, and it sounds very little like Bob's original track. I don't think it's bad. I don't have a problem with it at all. Angels at the Gate, At My Gate. Dreamy, very atmospheric, slightly mysterious sounding. It kind of sounds like Peter Gabriel's Games Without Frontiers. A little bit. Just a little bit. If you take a little bit and sprinkle a little bit of Peter Gabriel on top. Now, I'm just saying. You get the idea. What would I give this record? I think I would probably give this record out of the whole catalog, and I try not to look at the whole catalog and rate it, but I think would be very comfortable giving this an 8 out of 10.
Perfect.
I mean, I can be critical of it, but when you listen to it as a whole piece, as a whole statement, whatever you want to say, I think it's a pretty solid album for the late 70s Manfred Mann's Earth Band. It's pretty solid.
But definitely less guitars. Less guitar fire.
There's less guitars.
Dave Fleet is gone. He's not here. And Mick Rogers isn't here. So to me, those are minuses. I wish there were more heavier guitars.
But when you look at the final output,
it's
so
good.
is minus guitars bad?
It's very AOR and towards the pop realm. It's not as good as the last album to me. It's still good. It's just not upper echelon. It's not Solar. It's not Solar Fire, and it's not Watch.
But the other thing is you have to look at what they have to do as a band to keep going. The record company might have been on their backs going,
singles.
It's about time for another single, which we've seen every band go through this. Well, a lot of the bands that we've talked about from the 70s going into the 80s, it's not unusual. So I would assume that the record company, and if anybody knows in the chat anything, if you could back that up, I don't know. I'm assuming the record company was going, you know what? It's about due for another single, a big hit. We need a big hit. So I'm just.
And one more thing is the fact that Chris Thompson had left, so he doesn't sing on every song here. And to me, he has a great, powerful, distinctive voice. And Steve Waller and Pat King just don't cut it as lead vocalists compared to Chris Thompson, to my ears anyway. So that's
All
a
right.
little bit of a -2.
Marlon says, can you say UK? Well, I love UK. So I don't know
As
what
do
you
I.
mean. I don't know what you're saying, Marlon. I think UK was fantastic. Styx vibe. Strike says a Styx vibe. Maybe so. Maybe so.
We did a whole series on them.
We did. What else? It's very medieval. Okay. Oh, Marlon. I just have to laugh. Of course you're not going to like less guitars. Of course. Yeah, but I don't mean, is that necessarily bad though?
A little
Kathy
bit.
might, why? But why? Because you're used to what they did before?
It doesn't have that oomph to me. You want me to be
Okay.
honest? I'm being honest.
I want you to be honest. No guitars. Yeah, but I still like the second UK album. Danger Money is my favorite UK album. So Marlon, I love that record. So anyway, his voice has Tom Shaw. Oh, I love that. Yeah, he
I
does
to
sound
call
like
him
Tom Shaw.
Roland. Call him Roland. That's his
Call
middle
him
name.
Roland. Singing the Dolphin Through song for Manfred Mann is one of my favorites. All right, Yvonne. More bad. All right. We're keeping it interactive. This is what I want. I want everybody here to talk about this record. And hey, this is fantastic. Greg says wrapped up like a douche. Of course. Greg, I expected more from you being a big Carly Simon fan, but you picked low-hanging fruit. Come on, Greg. All right, I'm going to throw it over to Davey. Well, I'm going to wait till we don't have a lot of scores here, but we have enough. I'm going to throw it over to Mr. Cretin and give us, we're going to talk about the next record.
Do you want to play a song first before we do that?
It's up. If you want to, we can.
Yes, please.
All right, here we go. We're going to listen to, well, let me get that graphic. We have a little bit of graphic issues here. We're going to go to 1980 Kids off the Chance album when we're going to play the track Lies. Again, if you're not familiar with it, what you have to say about it, let's play it. Welcome to the Warehouse, everybody. Here we go. Manfred
Don't
Mann's
look
Earth
now,
Band.
but here comes the 80s.
We're all gonna live out the Hollywood dream. Everything's gonna be just what it seems. Gonna find a better way to run our cars all through the 80s. 'Cause the race is on, we're gonna land on Mars all through the 80s. The video screen will open up the door all through the 80s. Information, there'll be more and more all through the 80s. The man on the street finally know the score. But I saw a kid with no smile on his face today. Where is my place in this bright future? I heard him say, I've lost my hope, there isn't anywhere to play. Pull out the cheese, put up a parking lot. Plays being written will all be in the cast all through the 80s. And I beat a goal to point away from the past all through the 80s. Supersonic travel be our ticket to ride.
Sounds like Pressure.
We'll have cruise missiles.
Billy Joel
They think
Pressure.
as they fly. But I
We could
saw
talk
a
about
kid
that.
with no smile on his face today. Where is my place in this bright future? I heard him say, I've lost my hope.
Oh,
There
no.
isn't anywhere to play. Put out the trees, put up a parking lot.
there's guitar. There's guitar.
Time will go and the years fly by, all through the 80s, and we'll have another slice of American pie.
Marlon's probably in a crisis right now.
Credit card living, push button cash, all through the 80s. Pay our money and we'll take our trash, all through the 80s. And another generation will talk about their generation.
Strike, come
But I
on.
saw a kid with no smile on his face today. Where is my place in this bright future? I heard him say, I've lost my hope, there isn't anywhere to play. Put up the trees, put up a parking lot.
Yeah, I'm not. This part I don't. Well,
I saw a kid with no smile on his face today. Where is my place in this bright future? I heard him say. I saw a kid with no smile on his face
fantastic,
today.
Tia. Fantastic.
Where is my place in this bright future? I heard him say.
Okay. All right, kids. All right. Let us think. There's not been. I mean, we're. What do I have to? What can I possibly say? We're in 1980. Would you say that they sprinkled some new wave onto Manfred Mann, Davey?
Yes, this whole album, actually.
Why don't you go ahead? Why don't you talk about it a bit, and we'll.
Album number 10, Chance, came out October 10th, 1980, recorded between 79 and 80, again at the Workhouse in London, but this time, instead of Noel Redding's house, they recorded part of it in Portugal. So the record company was giving them big bucks to travel to record the album. Once again, a little under 40 minutes long, came out on Bronze in the UK, Warner Brothers in the US. Here's something that many people probably don't know. Well, they know that Manfred Mann is South African, but there's someone else from South Africa who co-produced this record, a guy who no one knew about in 1980, but in 1983, he joined a band called Cinema, which then the record company forced into calling themselves Yes. Trevor Rabin co-produced this record. He also plays guitars on it, and he does backing vocals on this record. So you got two South Africans on this record spearheading this album. The singles, and we're going to play them both, Lies, and then in parentheses, as Martin Popoff would say, Through the 80s, was the first single released August 29th, 1980. That got a lot of airplay, the song we just heard, on New York FM rock radio. I heard that song all the time. And the next single, For You, a cover of Bruce Springsteen, released January 9th, 1981. Those both got huge airplay here in New York. You have another 9-track album. There's a B-side from this album called A Fool I Am, which is a good song. And you got the single edits of these songs, which to me kills them. Line up here, you got Manfred Mann on keyboards, and he sings a song called Adolescent Dream, which I am not really a fan of. New drummer, John Lingwood. Pat King on bass, his last album with the Earth Band. Mick Rogers is back on guitar and backing vocals, but listening to this album that is even more keyboard dominated to me, you don't get that old
Okay.
Mick Rogers guitar punch. Once again, Steve Waller on guitar and vocals, and then Chris Thompson sings here and there, lead vocals and co-lead vocals on some of the songs. Like I said, for an album that doesn't feature a lot of heavy guitars, Trevor Rabin on guitar, Robbie McIntosh on guitar, Jeff Whitehorn on guitar, Barbara Thompson is back on saxophone. The female backing vocals you hear are a lady named Dion Birch. You got Willie, some first name, Willie Phil Nason on vocals, Peter Marsh on vocals, and Carol Stocker on backing vocals. The charts for this record, 42 in Australia, 11 in Germany, 12 on the Austrian charts. In Norway, number 16, Sweden, 13, US, number 87. So this did a little better. Year-end German charts, 1981, it hit number 48. No certifications that I could find for this album. So that's
Nah,
basically
yeah, I
the
doubt it.
background info on it.
All right. Well, people are coming in. We got a set. We've got 3 7s. We got we got 2 7s, a 7.5, a 6, a 7.2. Marlon's coming in. Bruce Springsteen's best songs were done by I 100. Marlon, you have said something that I totally agree with. Ken White's coming with a 7.5 for this. All right. Marlon, did you weigh in on your rating out of 10 on this record? I'm just so tickled Marlon is here. Two Wired Nuts. This is my first time hearing anything from this record. Fantastic. Me too, Two Wired. Well, that's what I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is what we're trying to do here in the Warehouse. We take records, or Manfred Mann's a little bit more, something that you I've heard. Marlon says Stranded in Ohio is phenomenal. I'm in Iowa. Well, either that's good or bad. All right. Tomorrow. All right. Yvonne, I must play Manfred Mann's Earth Band. All right. Marlon, you know this record. I need your rating. Anybody else that knows this record, we need your rating. We're going to play the next track. We will circle back around to get my thoughts. Davey Cretin, did you give us your rating on this?
Not yet.
You want to wait?
Yes, please.
All right, we're going to wait. Marlon, kids, 9.1.
Wow.
Holy
That's
crap.
surprising.
I'm kind of surprised by that. This so late in Manfred Mann's Earth Band's career, and Marlon's giving it a 9.1. Here we go. Kathy's getting political. I like Springsteen, but I wish that celebrities would keep their mouths shut about politics. I agree. People want to hear your music and not your views on other things. 100%. And a lot of these musicians, come on. Just be quiet and play music. Just entertain us. I'm with you. All right, here we go, kids. We are going to play. Let me get the graphic up. So for you now, Davey, when you picked this track and I was putting this together, and you revisiting this record, God, I really haven't revisited this record in years. But this song used to get FM classic. Well, I guess it was classic rock back then. But this is one of those tracks that used to get airplay.
Absolutely.
And you know what? And I hadn't heard it forever, and it's just like, well, this is actually kind of good. All right. We do want to hear from you in the chat. Let us know what you think, kids. It's a Bruce Springsteen cover, but man.
It blows away Bruce's version.
Marlon is right. They do a fantastic interpretation of Springsteen. All right, here we go.
'Princess card she sends me with her regards. Oh, borrow my shine vacancy to see her.
58. 58 tuning in.
Wounded deep in battle, I stand stuffed like some soldier undaunted. To her Cheshire smile, I'll stand on file. She's all I ever wanted. You let your blue walls get in the way of these facts, honey. Get your carpetbaggers off my back. Girl, give me time to cover my tracks. She said, here's your mirror and your ball and jacks. But they're not what I came for. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, this is really good.
I came for you. I came for you. I came for you.
Yeah, I love this. I love it.
Crawl into my ambulance. Your pulse is getting weak. Reveal yourself all to me now, while you've got the strength to speak.
A little bit. Yeah, strike. Yeah.
You at Bellevue with their oxygen masks.
I love the bass
I
here.
could give it all to you now, if only you could ask. Don't call for your
Fretless
surgeon,
bass.
even he says it's late. It's not your lungs this time, but your heart holds your fate. Don't give me my money back, don't want it anymore. It's not that nursery mouth I came back for. It's not the way you're stretched out on the floor. I've broken all your windows and I ran through all your doors. And who am I to ask you to fight my wars? And you should know that's true. You should know that's true.
This song is fantastic.
I came for you, I came for you.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Frank Ken did a version of this? Cretin, are you aware of that?
It's late. It's not your lungs this time, but your heart holds your fate. Don't give me my money back, don't want it anymore. It's not that nursery mouth.
I don't have a problem with that.
It's not the way you're stretched out on the floor. I've broken all your windows and I've ran through all your doors. Who am I to ask you to fight my wars? You should know that's true. You should know that's true.
Oh, come on, this is fantastic.
I came for you. I came for you. I came for you. I came for you. For you. I came for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Wow. Is, man, it just takes me right back. They used to play this all the time, Davey.
Yep.
And when you haven't heard it for a while, it just takes you right back. And this was a fantastic track. And everybody that chimed in, Manfred Mann's Earth Band knew how to cover Bruce Springsteen. They knew how to take his tracks and make them into something. Same with the Byrds. The Byrds used to know how to take Bob Dylan and turn it into something that was, I guess you could say, more commercial, more memorable, more impactful.
Upbeat, definitely.
Upbeat. So Manfred Mann did the same thing. Dramatic close, yes. West Coast Dave, who's out in California, ladies and gentlemen, hasn't heard this before. I'm not sure what Dave was doing back in the day, but he wasn't listening to this.
What do you think of it, Dave?
Yeah.
Man with a great
Oh,
first name.
100%. Kathy, I love this. Oh, I love this.
And to me,
Uh,
like I was saying before we went on the air, this is the best song out of both records to me. Hands down, easily.
yeah, I would have to agree with you, Davey. Uh, Mormon said, hard to believe that that's a Bruce Springsteen. But see, well, look at what Manfred Mann did with all these Bruce Springsteen covers. They would know how to interpret what he did and make it better. I'm sorry, if you're a Bruce Springsteen fan, you might disagree, but I would much rather listen to the interpretation of Manfred Mann's Earth Band as opposed to an original Bruce Springsteen rendition. It's just me. All right, where are we at? 52 minutes. Now, I've got a lot of scores. If you have not weighed in on this record, let me know, and I'll give you my scoop on this while it's hard for me to do that and talk about it. All right. 1980. Davey did a fantastic thing about this. Let me give you my thoughts. There's some tracks on here that I think are fantastic. The track Lies, it opens up the record. Very energetic, synth driven. You've got a little bit of social political commentary on the oncoming decade, whatever. It's the Reagan administration, whatever. But the catchy hooks, Thompson's vocals are fantastic. We just talked about For You, another strong Springsteen song. I mean, look at Blinded by the Light is a classic. Spirit in the Night's a classic. This is unbelievable. Thompson delivers power with this song. Stranded, Hypnotic, Cosmic Feeling, fantastic. Hard on the Street, Harder Edge Closer. It's got like a sing-along chorus. I think it's great. I think Chance is enjoyable. I think it's well produced. It's a little bit more tropical or topical. We could say what words are hard sometimes. And it's strong with the singles. I would say that since there are rotating vocalists on it, and it's a little bit poppier, but then again, you do have a lot of guitars on here. Oh, what would I say about this? I think I find it a little bit less focused than Angel Station. I think Angel Station edges it a little bit for the concept. It seems more like an album that seems to, it's better. I think it has more coherence than this record. It's got more depth, I think, and consistent quality. Chance is solid, a little bit more radio oriented. I like this record. Don't get me wrong. But I think I would probably give this record a 7. I think the previous record's a little bit better, but only by a point. But man, the Bruce Springsteen cover on here, I totally like it. Anyway, Davey Cretin. Okay, you talk about it, and I will get everybody else's vote.
I think that For You, easily the best track on it. Adolescent Dream, I'm not a fan of. Fritz the Blank is an instrumental. It's good, but it's under 3 minutes long. They could have maybe done more with it. On the Run is okay, which is the second track between Lies and For You. Side 2, I just don't love it. The songs aren't as strong. They're a little low key. It's good, but I've been going back and forth, vacillating between a 7, 7.5, but just because of the song For You, I'm giving it a 7.5.
All
And I
right.
do like Angel Station better, like you said.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's kind of tough, but I'm just trying to, Marlon says it's way too low. Hey, you're passionate about it. I get it. I think that's fantastic. I wouldn't throw any of these albums away. You definitely want these records in your archive. Kelly, hello house. I'm very what Kelly, what is happening on where have you been? Kelly, come on. Strike 9 gives a 7.5. All right.
Right on the money.
Thanks, Yvonne. 2 wire nuts. Okay, well, let's see what we've got. Where are we at? 57 minutes? God, this is perfect. Thank you, Kathy. Rand, he's challenged. We gave him a shot, but the show must go on. Oh, Greg, come on. Bringing up Metal Machine Music as a 10. Come on. I might have to throw your score out because I don't believe that you know how to rate a record. All right.
Grant, speaking of Metal Machine Music, if I may, for one moment.
Please do.
Back in the day at the record store, Christmas time, whenever all the customers wanted to stay and it was past closing, I would put on Metal Machine Music to drive them out. And it drove my coworkers crazy. Once we locked the door and got everyone out, they turned that off. They would yell at me.
Okay, we have our scores. Chance was the last MMEB great album. Newer stuff is just good. All right, well, we'll get there. Grant, I said 7 point. Great minds think alike. All right, let's see what we've got. So Chance, we gave that record. Everybody chimed in. We've got a 7.7.
And what was Angel Station? I don't
know. Angel Station. Angel Station fared better. We got actually, when I rounded up, we have an 8.0 for Angel Station.
Nice.
What you think that's fair? Do you think that's
these records fair? Did better than I thought they would. I thought people would think they were too keyboard heavy and not like them as much. They did very well though. I'm happy.
I kind of agree with that. But yeah, it's very similar, kids. There's not that much between them. Again, we've got a 7.7 and we've got an 8.0.
Almost my scores exactly.
I know. Well, everybody thinks alike. Anyway, agree metal music is not fair for Angel Station, too low for Chance. That's fine. That's all right. Marlon, I'm just tickled pink that you're here tonight. Anyway, Davey Cretin, what's going on on your channel? What's coming up for you?
I just did a review. Luckily, I got to see Rush last week, the last show at Madison Square Garden. There is a review up on Cretin Classics. And I got this nice $50 shirt.
$50 shirt, of course.
But I got a $10 one from outside that's nice too. Can I reach it?
Oh, so you got a bootleg shirt?
I got a bootleg shirt too.
Yeah, it's fine. I remember back in the day when we went and saw Foreigner on Double Vision, and I had no idea. We went to Vets Memorial in Columbus, Ohio, and there was a guy selling Foreigner shirts out in the parking lot.
That was before I saw them. I didn't see them till the 4 tour 2 years later.
I was just at like 13 or something. I was a kid. That is a nice shirt. Did Tia go to that show?
Unfortunately not. My friend had one ticket last minute, so.
Well, whatever. You're a good man. A real shirt and a bootleg shirt. Well, hey. Hey, whatever. Come on, let's be honest. The bootleg shirts look just as good. That's very nice.
Colorful.
Very colorful. Though the night through the dawn behind you, another runner is born. God, look at Marlon's such a poet.
He's quoting the next big song from Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
He's into it.
He's on the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, West Coast Dave saw the Rush show in Mexico. In Mexico, there were hundreds of bootleggers selling boot Rush gear. I bet. Well, Mexico's it's like a different world. I'm just glad that West Coast Dave got back to the States in one piece. That's all I care about.
Senor. Ay, caramba.
Rows and rows of stalls like a flea market. Well, yeah. Rating for watch and roaring silence. You're a little late for that.
Yeah, we did that a few months
We
back.
already did that. Parking lot search or treasure. All right, kids. Well, we're going to wrap it up. If you have not subscribed to Cretin Classics, please do that. Give Davey some love. Go check out his content. And you know how we do this in the warehouse. We're just trying to turn you on to stuff. We will be back for more Manfred Mann, I'm assuming. Maybe. Maybe not, but this was a good show. Ken White, I wish I had all my concert merch, probably worth a fortune nowadays. Well, I used to have a, I got to ask my wife if she threw it away. I had all these old concert t-shirts that my wife would cut out like the, silk screen part, and she made a quilt out of it. But I haven't seen it lately. I don't know where it is.
Teddy has it.
I don't think Teddy has it, but it was Hall & Oates, my Foreigner shirt, Sammy Hagar, 1979.
Wow.
Anyway, I have to ask her. I hope she didn't pitch it, because that would, oh no. Anyway. All right, everybody. We'll see you. We went over 3 minutes. All right. Sorry. I appreciate it. I need to work on this. I still haven't done it, Yvonne. Your name is not on the outro. I have to work on that. I'll get that up tomorrow. Anyway, see everybody. Cretin, keep it clean. All right, everybody. You keep it clean. Wrap the rascal and buckle up, and we will see you on the.
This is Bill Cosby. Now that everybody has told you about the dangers of doing drugs, I'd like to tell you about some of the benefits. Just imagine yourself unconscious, making a visit to a hospital emergency room, weeks in rehabilitation centers, nights in overcrowded prisons, spending more money than you can afford, ruining your health, hurting your parents, losing your loved ones, and most of all, destroying yourself. And remember what I say about doing drugs. I think you can say no.